guys, it's 7, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a Q&A because I noticed I haven't done one in a while and a lot of you have been asking me questions. For example, you guys asked me questions on Facebook, Twitter, Vine, and a whole bunch of other social media, so today I'll be answering some of your questions that you guys asked me on social media. Let's go. Joke's on you, I'm the meme queen. I don't need your memes. Oh, I'm kidding, I'm not the meme queen. Next question. That's an interesting question because I have a lot of favorite songs from Panic. For example, I have The Ballad of Mona Lisa, Ready to Go, Emperor's New Clothes. Like anything in any album I have a favorite song in, and basically all songs from Panic are my favorite, but I'd have to say one that I don't ever skip on my phone would have to be Far Too Young to Die by Panic and their Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die album, which is actually a shirt I'm wearing right now. I never skip that song, and another one I have on that album is Miss Jackson. I really like that song a lot, and I always act like I'm the girl in the song for some reason, but it's just what I do, and I really like these songs because they really call out to me. Even though Far Too Young to Die doesn't get that much recognition, I really like the song, and that's my favorite song from Panic, and that maybe is very surprising because I listen to them every single day, and I get a new favorite song every single day. But this is definitely one that I have on my top list. This question is also very interesting because I ship them both. I ship Ryden and Bralin. By the way, if you don't know who Ryden or Bralin is basically the ship between Brendan Urie and Ryan Ross, which is a guitarist from Panic who is an old guitarist, and Bralin is the ship between Dallin and Brendan, Dallin Weeks and Brendan Urie, which Dallin is the current guitarist for Panic. Well, I think it's bassist. I think he's bassist or guitarist. He's the current guitarist for Panic, and they are both very close to him, and there's ships that go on with them. And if I had to say which one I ship more, here's my, logic around it. It's basically how Bralin acts as if they are going to do it on stage, while Ryden is the kind of people who are very cute and they can kiss each other without actually freaking out or anything. And Ryan kind of doesn't get with it, he doesn't go with it, but he's really cute when it happens. So it's either one is pretty cute. I kind of am a bit up with Ryden a bit more, but I kind of like them both equally. To be honest, I do not want to break anyone's hearts or anything, but I do not like either of them. I do not like One Direction 1 ounce, and I don't like 5 Seconds of Summer at all because I feel as if 5 Seconds of Summer tries to copy other bands in order to get attention. And of course, if you like 5 Seconds of Summer, I respect that. I don't mind it, but the thing with One Direction is I don't like them. I honestly don't like them. I used to be really obsessed with them, but now I just not like them. Their music doesn't call out to me. There's some songs that call out to me and get stuck in my head, but they're not in my top 5. They're in my top 20 because they're not exactly the best band that is on my list, to be honest. You are asking a person who ships Ryden all the way. I ship them more than anything. I literally think Ryden is the cutest little ship ever, along with Bralin. I think all the Panic ships are adorable, to be honest. Brian, or Brian, I think it's Brian. I think that's what the ship name was, but there's Brian, there's Brenny, which is Kenny and Brendan, and then there's just Dallin and Brendan and Ryan and Brendan. So it's basically all the ships in Panic are adorable, Benser, that's adorable. Just any ship in Panic, I ship, 100%. Honestly, I get this question 1,000 times a day if my name is really 7. My name is 7. I don't have any proof to say my name is 7, but it is. I was named 7 as a kid. And it's the name I was given, and I'm very happy with it. And then I noticed that when this person commented this question, underneath it someone said, "Oh my god, really?" And they just started fighting. They're like, "Oh my god, yes, of course her name is 7, but it's yeah, I get this question 1,000 times a day. You're not the first person who's asked me if my name is actually 7. Yes, it is actually 7. thing that made me start YouTube was actually the fact that I'm pretty similar to I Panic for Fandoms. I started because I didn't think I'd be good enough to start YouTube. I didn't think I'd be funny enough. I didn't know if I would succeed with YouTube. So then one day I was like, okay, we're just going to go for it. We're going to see how it goes. And I got a lot of love for it. I really started YouTube when I was probably like 7 years old. I was in my living room and I saw my mom's YouTube channel on her YouTube, and I was like, oh, this would be a good idea to make YouTube videos on. So I went on this app this website called Minicam, and I downloaded it and I instantly started making videos. Like literally 5 videos a day I would make, and I would post them to the channel, and they would get like thousands of views, and I don't even know how, but they did, and they got thousands of views. And I think I actually filmed some of the videos on my on the YouTube recorder, and it was the most awkward thing because sometimes I'd be filming and my parents would walk in, and it was just really awkward. My favorite song is right now would have to be Bike Ride by the Brobecks, because that song is so catchy and it's been stuck in my head every single time it comes on my phone. I always listen to it now. I used to skip the song constantly, and now I always listen to it when it comes on into the car. And then my inspiration is Brendan Urie, because he's just been my inspiration since I was 3. He's been the reason why I wanted to start music. Him with Frank Sinatra, he got inspired by him to do music, and it's kind of like a role that his inspiration came from Frank Sinatra, and then my inspiration came from Brendan, and he's the reason why I want to be a musician, and the reason why I'm learning guitar, the reason why I'm learning ukulele, piano, drums, everything like that. He's the reason why I want to do music. And then if I want to do YouTube for the rest of my life, it really depends how my YouTube career goes. If it's going really, really, really badly, and I don't get as much support as I get right now, actually, then I might not continue, because I don't want to do something that doesn't get that much attention. Not saying I'm going to do it for views, but I want to do it because I want to make other people happy, not just because I'm making videos and throwing them out there for no reason if I don't have to. My favorite Panic album would probably be Vices and Virtues. I've always really liked Vices and Virtues because it's been one of those albums that has a lot of the songs that I enjoy, and a lot of the songs that are between the Pretty Odd era and the Too Rare to Live, Too Rare to Die era. So it's kind of like 2 eras mixed together. He tried his best to put the eras from back then plus the new eras that are going to be appearing in the future. And I just really like the music because he put so much thought into it. And also it's my favorite era because they use like steampunk and like just so many different kinds of things. Like my favorite music videos in that era, it's Ready to Go. I've always loved that music video so much, and it's not my favorite music video, but it's my favorite music video. It's like in my top 2. And I just honestly love that era so much because it's like mixing 2 eras together, rock and just like the Beatles mixed together. It was an amazing album, and he just worked very hard on that album, along with Death of a Bachelor and future albums. If I had to listen to one band for the rest of my life between 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, and Fall Out Boy, that's really hard because the first band I really got into was Fall Out Boy, and then I got into Panic at the Disco and then 21 Pilots, but it's like all of these bands mean the absolute world to me, and I can't really decide which one I would listen to. I'd probably listen to, this may sound really bad, but it's probably between like Panic at the Disco and Fall Out Boy, because 21 Pilots is like, I can remember 21 Pilots very well. I can like always remember that. And the thing with music is that you can always remember it, so you don't really have to think about it too much. And if I listen to Fall Out Boy, I could just listen to $20 Nosebleed, which has Brendan Urie in it, so that would be just pretty easy. And it's probably between Fall Out Boy Panic at the Disco, or even 21 Pilots, because I like all three of those bands and I can't really decide, but if I had to choose one, I'd probably be Panic at the Disco. A book would probably be Blue Moon. It's not a Twilight book. It's actually a book about vampire. It's not true. It sounds like Twilight, but it's not. It's actually a book about two vampires who are basically trying to get through life, and they have a very hard time. And another one I have is actually called Circus something. It's French, and it's about this guy. He gets turned into a vampire, and he has to get through everything. He has to learn the ways of being a vampire. He has to learn how to adapt to it. Oh my god. He has to learn how to adapt to it, and basically it's just this long story that you don't ever want it to end, but it ends at some point, and you don't want it to, but it does, and the ending is absolutely amazing, and I'm not going to spoil it for you if you want to read the book, but I'll try to find it for you and show it to you at the end of the video, or I'll put it down there. I'll put the book down there. But if I had to listen to one Panic song for the rest of my life, I don't really know what one that gets stuck in my head. Probably, oh god, that's hard. Probably This Is Gospel piano version, because that one always gets to me, and it's always been my favorite version of This Is Gospel, because his voice is so beautiful in it, and I could never get sick of it, so probably This Is Gospel piano version. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button right there. It gives me lots of support and love. I love you all so much. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye guys.